In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create these bubbly anime sounds with free plugins. I'm working in Reaper, but you can use any DAW which supports modulation of parameters. I prepared some sources for you. Let's mute the demo tracks and listen to the sources. First of all, this bounding ball. Then here's a knife hit. Another knife hit. A hand movement in water. And a knife scratch. So let's start with the effects. First of all, I'm gonna load up a delay. Any delay with a glide function will work, but I'm choosing kilohertz delay for this one. We want to modulate this time parameter over time. So as soon as I play a source file, this should happen. So the delay should just randomly wander around. How I'm going to do that is I'll click on the parameter, go to param, parameter modulation MIDI link, and here in LFO, I'll put this to centered, put the strength down, and this in the middle. So now I'm looking for the right spot to oscillate. I think around here is good enough. And maybe a little less strength. And now I'm gonna change the sine shape to a random shape. So the LFO just takes random values. Good. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, it's getting already wonky. What I now want to do is going to copy the delay and change the pan here and maybe the feedback here a little bit and copy that again and maybe pan left, less feedback. I'm just doing whatever I feel like right now. Okay, let's check how it sounds. Of course, of phase cancellation, it gets quieter. So we can compensate with maybe a limiter. You can choose any gain plugin or limiter you like. I'm going for ReaLimit with this one. And push it a bit. So the last step is to introduce some frequency shifting. I'll take, again, kilohertz frequency shifter for this one. And I'm going to modulate this parameter. So this noise is super wonky, and I like it. So let's take this one and go again to the modulations. I'll put it to centered and center the baseline as well. So it stays right in the middle. And I'll put the strength maybe just to 0.5. Again, I randomize it and make it a bit faster. Let's listen to it. Now I'd like to have this frequency shifter less wet. There is no knob here, so I'll take the one from Reaper. So we have more of the dry signal, maybe around 40% is fine. Now it starts to get this warbly, wobbly feeling we all know from our favorite animes. Now let's try the different sources and capture our happy accidents with the global sampler. It's up here. If you want to know more about the global sampler, I put a link in the description below. There are a lot of videos covering how to install it and use it, so I'll spare you with this. So let's try the sources. We already tried this Baoding ball. I think that's pretty cool. Let's save it here. Now let's go ahead with the knife. The feedback time might be a bit too long, so maybe you wanna play around with this. But I'll leave it for now. Okay. Next one. Pretty cool. And maybe for now, let's take more of a noisy texture like the water. Cool. And what about this one? Great. So what you might want to try is to process the same source different times, maybe reuse process sources again like this. I think the result is pretty great. Or maybe you want to try to just layer sources. Here, let's take this and oops, this one and this here. Or maybe let's take this. So yeah, I think you get the point. Just play around and have fun. I hope this video was inspiring and I'm looking forward to hearing your results.